Public reports indicate the Speaker of the House just landed in Taiwan as she traveled through Asia. I believe she has every right to go, and it's been unseemly and counterproductive for President Biden and his aides to have publicly sought to deter her from doing so. There is significant precedent for high-ranking U.S. officials visiting Taiwan, including a past Speaker of the House. Beijing claims such a visit is now unacceptable. They claim that things have changed. Well, it's certainly true. China has stepped up its aggressive actions. They're trying to change the status quo through force. They've expanded militarily in the South China Sea. They've invested in anti-ship and anti-aircraft capabilities to threaten U.S. vessels. They've manipulated and threatened neighbors and mounted an all-out assault on democracy and autonomy in Hong Kong. Now Beijing wants to dictate Taiwan's future to its people and snuff out the island's democracy. And they're building the military capacity to actually bring that about. That, Mr. President, that is what's provocative. And to hear these responsible for this aggression complain that Speaker Pelosi's travel itinerary is provocative is utterly absurd. So I welcome the Speaker's display of support for Taiwan's democracy, but I hope she returns from Asia more mindful of the military dimensions of the Chinese threat and more committed to working with Republicans to address the changing balance of military power out in the region. What that requires is selling the right mix of weapons to Taiwan on a prompt timeline while helping Taiwan's military prepare for likely threats. The Biden administration has had 2 years to build on its robust investments their immediate predecessors made in military modernization. Instead, they submitted defense budget requests that pointed in the completely wrong direction. While China keeps ramping up, the Biden administration proposed to actually cut our defense spending after inflation. So when Congress debates the defense authorization and appropriation bills, we must address national security challenges in the Indo-Pacific head-on. And I hope the Speaker's travels will mean that we do so with more of a bipartisan consensus on American might that we have seen in the recent past.